Hola clase. Today we're going to be learning how to use pronouns after prepositions. To begin with, prepositions are those little words that help us to indicate timing when we say the class is at 11 or direction, I'm going to the park, space and location. And you can see some common prepositions on your slide. In Spanish, they would be words like a, en, con, sin, sobre, por or para, de, and entre. In this lesson, we're going to be focusing on these four prepositions: with, con, without, sin, for, para. Now, for could also be por, but in this lesson, we are not going to be looking at por, only para. Between, entre. So if we take a look at a sentence such as la mochila está sobre la silla. Sobre is the preposition, la silla is the object of the preposition. That's the word that is helping us complete the sentence, and la silla is a noun. In the second example, yo camino con mamá. Mamá is a prepositional object. It's a word that goes right after that preposition. Now, in conversation, that noun, we replace it sometimes with a pronoun. Example, las galletas son para mi hermana. The cookies are for my sister. Well, in conversation, I'm not going to keep on repeating my sister, my sister, my sister, because if you already know that we're talking about my sister, I am going to start saying the cookies are for her. And anytime I say for her, you know that I'm talking about my sister. So that's what we're learning today is what are those pronouns that we could use after a preposition. So using that same example, I wrote them down for you. Las galletas son para él, para ella, para nosotros, para vosotros o para ustedes, para ellos, para ellas. Wait, those words look familiar. And they look familiar because they look like the subject pronouns that you guys learned in the first lesson. And so if you need to use them after a preposition, you are able to do that except for to, the first two. Don't use yo and tu after a preposition. Instead, you should be using me and ti. Las galletas son para mí. The cookies are for me. I'm not saying las galletas son para yo. I'm saying las galletas son para mí. That me has an accent. It has an accent because it means for me. Without that accent, it would mean my. So make sure that you put an accent, okay? And las galletas son para ti. The cookies are for you, para ti. All right, so there you have all of the prepositional pronouns. All of the pronouns that you can use after prepositions are me, ti, usted, él, ella, nosotros, vosotros, ustedes, ellos, ellas. Exception. If you have to use the pronoun me or ti with the preposition con, then it's not going to be con mi, it's not going to be con ti, it becomes conmigo, conmigo, o contigo, contigo. Another exception. If you have to use the pronoun me or ti after entre, you, in this case, and only in this case, are going to be using tú y yo. Este secreto es entre tú y yo. Entre tú y yo. Not entre ti y mí. Entre tú y yo. To summarize, if you need to use a pronoun after a preposition, use these: mi, ti, él, ella, usted, nosotros, vosotros, ustedes, ellos, ellas. Except for the two exceptions that we just talked about. Let's practice. Select from the prepositions that you have up at the top: con, with, sin, without, para, for, entre, between, de, from. A, hopefully you said, quiero ir con ella. For B, él vino con nosotros. C, él compró chocolates para mí. Don't forget that accent on me. D, ella camina conmigo. For E, prefiero salir contigo. For E, esto es entre tú y yo. Okay, that's it for today. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Have a great day, que tengan un lindo día. Adiós.